Are you detaining me?
At this point, yes. It's 11:15 at night. You're parked here. You're just sitting here. I don't know. I'm kind of worried that there might be a crime here. We'll get out of here as soon as we just identify you, if that's cool. Are you the owner of this vehicle? Where are you from? Come on, man. I'm not trying to be a jerk.
I'm not required, sir, to help you in your investigation.
If we could just have your name at least.
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. In September of 2024, Deputies Henderson and Collins of the Tulare County Sheriff's Office noticed a parked vehicle at a gas station. After running its license plate, they approached the driver.
I cannot hear you, sir. Can you roll down the window so my partner at least can talk to you?
The driver speaks to the deputy on the passenger side, as he made contact first, and in the beginning, the encounter appeared to be nothing more than an intrusive but consensual conversation. But once the deputies began asking whether the driver had been drinking,
Have you had anything to drink tonight, sir? Have you had anything to drink tonight?
the driver told them to kick rocks, to which they responded by ordering him out of the vehicle.
Sir, we're going to need you to step out of the vehicle, okay? We're going to need you to step out of the vehicle, okay? Go ahead and open the door for my partner here.
In Pennsylvania v. Mims, the Supreme Court held that for officer safety, they can order a driver to exit their vehicle during a lawful traffic stop without violating the Fourth Amendment. The only question now is whether this is a lawful detention, or if the boys are veering off the constitutional cliff.
Sir, I'm giving you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle, okay?
You don't got anything on you, bro? Nothing on you? Anything to drink tonight? What's going on?
I have had nothing to drink.
Okay.
I'd like your names and badge numbers, please.
Absolutely.
I've told you.
We'll provide those.
You're stopping me?
Well,
Are you detaining me? Yes, sir.
This is
Are you detaining me? Yes or no?
At this point, yes. We're a little concerned.
For what violation of law?
It's 11:15 at night. You're parked here. You're just sitting here. I don't know. I'm kind of worried that there might be a crime here.
What crime?
I'm worried that maybe this car could be stolen. Maybe that you have something in the car that
You're okay.
based on the way you're acting
Can
right
I put
now.
my hands down?
Absolutely. No, I have no
Okay.
problem with that. Yeah.
Your name and badge number. please.
Absolutely. So my name's right here. Badge number 1434, right
You're
here.
with which police agency?
This is Tulare County Sheriff's Office.
And your name and badge number, sir.
Deputy Collins, badge number 1077, also with Tulare County Sheriff's
Yeah.
Office.
And it's getting recorded. We're all right here. Okay. We just want to check out with you, man. Make sure you're good. Are you safe? Is everything been good tonight?
You and I both know that there is no violation of law here, and you have no grounds to detain me. Zero grounds to detain me. You're making up stories about a vehicle being stolen.
Well,
And I'm sorry to tell you,
Yeah.
I am going to have to report this if this continues
That's fine. No, if
to
you-
your police department.
Absolutely. If you want to file a formal complaint, it'll
Well,
be right
it may
here.
go further than that.
In Terry v. Ohio, the Supreme Court held that police must be able to articulate specific and objective facts to support their suspicion of criminal activity, and that they cannot rely on a mere hunch to detain a person. But immediately after detaining the driver, Deputy Henderson's exact words were, quote, "I'm kind of worried that there might be a crime here," further explaining that his hunch was based on the driver being parked and sitting at 11 o'clock at night.
It's 11:15 at night. You're parked here. You're just sitting here. I don't know. I'm kind of worried that there might be a crime here.
He further wondered out loud that maybe the car is stolen, or maybe the driver has something in the car, without elaborating on what his vivid imagination was picturing. This means the driver is now detained for the exact reasons the Supreme Court laid out that an officer shall not use.
So here's the thing. It's 11 o'clock at night, and you're just parked here. This whole area is ridden with crime. I don't know who you are. Your windows are tinted. The back end of this vehicle has been rear-ended. And you're not opening the door. Like, that's just super weird, don't
Sir,
you think?
you know very well I have not been drinking. You know very well I've had...
At this point, I don't know anything. I don't even know your name. Right? Would you be willing to give us your name?
Sir, I am going to plead. I'm not going to say anything further to you.
Yeah.
I want an attorney. I want to plead the Fifth Amendment. That's it. Now, where are you going to go from here?
I don't know. Do you have a license to drive the car at
I
least?
said I am pleading the Fifth Amendment. You have no violation of law here. You have no grounds to detain me. I think you know that perfectly well. You're
Okay.
talking some nonsense about this vehicle being stolen, which is absurd.
Why is it absurd? I'm
Okay.
not saying it's stolen. I'm just saying that I don't.
Am I free to leave or I've told you, I pled the Fifth Amendment. I want an attorney. You keep asking me questions in violation of law.
I just like to know who you are. That's really all it is. We're in Earlymar. Are you from here? Are you from
Sir,
Earlymar?
do you know what the Fifth Amendment is?
I understand that. I'm just asking you questions if you're willing to respond.
Do you know what the Sixth Amendment indication of the right to counsel is?
I am very, very aware of it.
And do you think it's appropriate for you to continue to ask me questions,
When it comes to
given that I pled my Sixth Amendment right to an attorney and my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent?
The Fifth and Sixth Amendments to the U.S. Constitution provides important protections. Even during a traffic stop, you have the right to remain silent to avoid incriminating yourself. You do not need to answer questions about where you're coming from or what you've been doing. And if a police encounter leads to an arrest, whether lawfully or otherwise, the Sixth Amendment guarantees that you have the right to an attorney once formal legal proceedings have begun. It's also supposed to ensure that the police inform you of the reason for your arrest and allow you to confront any witnesses against you in court. And now, the driver will demonstrate how to effectively utilize the Fifth Amendment. First, by declaring that it is his intent to remain silent, utilizing his Fifth Amendment rights.
Do you think it's appropriate to keep asking me questions?
I mean, absolutely. It's a
It is not
discussion.
appropriate, sir.
It's
And
absolutely
if you didn't
appropriate.
learn that in the police academy, then I
It's
don't really
absolutely
don't know what to
appropriate.
tell you.
It's absolutely perfect. I don't know. Have you ever attended a police academy? It requires us to memorize those amendments, sir. Very aware of them. Okay, and I'm not trying to hassle you. I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
That
I'm just
is
concerned
exactly
about
what
you.
you're trying to do.
I'm just trying to contact you and see what's going on.
Definitely concerned with you, sir.
Yeah.
You definitely are. In this area, it's not a good area. We just want to make sure you're okay. You're not missing out of Madeira or something, possibly. We don't know. We don't know what's happening here. So if you can give us your identification, we can make sure that you're okay. We'll be on our way.
Yeah, we'll just leave. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned. Do you have a license to drive?
Sir, as I have
Are you
said
Gerald?
before, and I'm going to repeat myself,
Who's
you
Gerald?
have no grounds to detain me.
Who's Gerald? Who's
You
Gerald?
have no grounds to require me to prevent you a driver's license because I have not committed any violation of law.
Like I said, we'll get out of here as soon as we just identify you, if that's cool. We'd like to just identify you. Are you Gerald?
What
Okay,
do you-
so we ran the
Okay.
plate, so we have the plate. So we got somebody's name. Right? It's not a big deal. Are you the owner of this vehicle? How can I know if you're the owner of this vehicle? What's a good way for me to figure that out right now? Just help me out here, and we'll leave. We'll just get out of here. Where are you from? What was the town on the return? Where are you from? Come on, man. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I just want to make sure you're good. Like I said, we'll leave. Just if we could just have your name at least. Know who you are, know whose cars this is. How did you get rear-ended? If that's even what happened. Maybe ran into something?
Do you have a supervisor you can get here?
Sure.
Sergeant?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We'll get him here right now.
Thanks, Anthony Charles. Can you 25 gas?
Or we can just have your name and we'll be gone. Our investigation will be over and we'll just head on out, dude. All comes down to what you want to do.
Sergeant coming now?
Yeah.
Am I still detained?
Yeah, we're investigating what's going on with this vehicle. Make sure you're good.
And
And
your
currently
grounds
we're
for
stumped.
your grounds for
We're currently
violation
stumped
of law are
because
what?
you don't want to.
What are your grounds for the
You don't want to
violation
help
of law?
us figure this out real quick, man.
You heard it. I'm not required, sir, to help you in your investigation. I've already told you I pled the Fifth Amendment, the Sixth Amendment. I'm not required to assist you in your investigation.
Okay.
You are unlawfully detaining me, and the longer this continues, the worse it gets. The worse the detention gets for the absence of a violation of law.
Okay, sir. Like you had mentioned, though, you're going to be on your way. We're good with that. If you want to go ahead and leave, you can leave right now.
What about the sergeant?
He's still en route, but if you want to leave, you can leave right now.
And why have I been? I've been detained now for about 10 minutes. Would you agree?
It's been a little less than that.
And why have I been detained for 10 minutes? What violation of law have I committed?
So like I had explained to you, you're in an area that's very bad. You might not be violating any laws, but we're here to investigate, make sure that you're okay, right? We're making sure that you aren't injured or hurt, or you're not missing out of somewhere else. You know, we're just trying to make sure that you're all right, man. That's really it.
Now, perhaps realizing their errors, the officer attempts to play off the unlawful detention as a mere wellness check, claiming that they just had concerns about the driver's safety in the absence of any legitimate signs of distress, and instead used it to fish for a crime. But the reasonableness standard still applies, and a wellness check cannot be used as a pretext to stop someone simply because they were rude or disrespectful.
No violation of law, in other words. You cannot detain people without a violation of law. You cannot do that.
Okay, well,
It violates the Fourth Amendment to the
given
Constitution.
your demeanor and your attitude, it could be very well that you might have been under the influence. So we needed to pull you out to verify that, and we have verified that now.
So did you smell any alcohol on me?
At this point, no.
At any point, did you smell alcohol on me?
I couldn't verify that until you were at least in this vicinity of where I can smell alcohol.
So you never smelled alcohol on me?
At this point, no.
At any point, you never smelled
But
alcohol on me?
But we have to investigate.
Your demeanor.
Okay, well, it's like talking to a brick wall. It's not my job to educate you.
Quite honestly, I kind of feel the same way.
I'm finished.
I feel the same
Go
way.
ahead and be on your way.
You need, both of you need to learn the law. You cannot do this to people. You can't. I know you think you obviously think I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I see where you're coming from. We don't want to violate your rights, right? Nobody wants
You
their rights to
already
be
did,
violated.
sir. You detained me for 10 minutes without any violation of law.
But we wanted to
Goodbye,
investigate a
sir. I'd
crime.
like to leave.
Okay, you're free to leave. Like I said, we just want to investigate and make sure there's no crime occurring.
With that, the driver was released. I've been in contact with him, and if there are updates on this story, I'll be sure to let you know. Until then, if you like this video, let me know if you could maintain your cool as well as this guy did. And then, check out another episode. Linked on screen.